just when I get up, that's probably the worst part of the day.
At just 45 years old, Luke McLaughlin was diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's disease. Now, as he nears his 50th birthday, each day presents new challenges.
So the analogy I use for how Alzheimer's works, or how it affects me, it's, I just lost my train of thought. The analogy I use is I'm like a cat chasing my tail.
With 4 children, 2 under the age of 5, the news was devastating, but not unexpected. He is the 3rd member of his immediate family to be diagnosed with the brain disorder that gradually destroys memory and thinking skills.
I think in a sense that I know what to expect a little bit.
Luke and his siblings lost their mom to Alzheimer's 24 years ago, only to also learn they carry the Alzheimer's gene. Not to be confused with early stage Alzheimer's. Early onset is a rare form of the disease that affects people younger than 65 at the time of diagnosis. Of the nearly 7 million people living with Alzheimer's in the U.S., only 5% experience early onset. Luke has had a front row seat to seeing the toll Alzheimer's has on loved ones.
I think that's the one last thing about this disease that I can't let go of.
Determined to make the most of the time he has left, Luke began the journey of reconnecting with his roots, which led him back to Norwalk and Marty.
How would you describe Luke?
One of the funniest guys I've ever known.
Luke and Marty Squire go way back.
My mom dug up old pictures of us when we were probably about 3 years old, out playing in the mud, and so they just threw us in the bath together.
From babies to high school cross-country teammates, they were inseparable.
I always like to say, if you were in Norwalk in the 80s, you probably saw Luke and I riding bikes around the small town anywhere and everywhere.
So when Luke revealed his diagnosis, the two of them got to work, spreading awareness. Marty is back, donning purple once again. But instead of a Norwalk warrior, he's now a warrior for Alzheimer's.
We want to make sure that this story is told and moved forward and shared with everyone.
Marty is running on the official Alzheimer's Association team in the Boston Marathon this spring.
It's a special thing that Marty's doing for this whole cause, and I'm very grateful and happy he's doing it.
A big undertaking, but each step has purpose. He's running for Luke. Every mile, a memory. And the two have also teamed up to use Luke's story to spread awareness in a new documentary called Forgetting to Remember. The trailer is out now. We'll share the link to learn more about the film and how to support their mission in the online version of this story on KCCI.com. In studio, Alex Sachs, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.